Have you ever wondered whether the Instagram algorithm favors video over photo, whether it prefers business or verified accounts over personal accounts? You're going to want to watch this video. Hi guys, and welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. Thank you for joining me for another Instagram marketing video. Today we are talking all about the myths that you have to stop believing about the Instagram algorithm. There are lots out there are lots that people believe and people spread, and today we're going to dispel some of those myths and rumors and talk about the actual realities of the Instagram algorithm. Now, this video came about because recently Instagram came out with a few of their own myth-busting Instagram stories, dispelling some of the myths that they see frequently around the Instagram algorithm. And I'm going to include some of them in this video, but I'm also going to include a few others that I get asked about a lot, that I see asked a lot on Instagram and other forums as well, like in Facebook groups, etc. So it's going to be one big myth-busting session here, all about the Instagram algorithm. So without further ado, let's jump into the first myth that you have to stop believing about the Instagram algorithm. So the first myth we are discussing is that the Instagram algorithm favors video content over photo content. Now, of course, we don't necessarily know that what Instagram says is actually the truth, but Instagram have come out themselves recently and said that they don't favor one over the other. What Instagram has said is that it very much depends on the individual user's engagement habits. If you regularly engage with video content, you are more likely to see video content. If you prefer good old-fashioned static imagery, then that is the kind of content you are going to see on Instagram. So again, it comes back to what the user prefers and the content that they like to engage with on a consistent basis. That is the type of content they're going to continually get served. So if that is the type of content you like, then that is the type of content you are going to see more of. So the next myth about the Instagram algorithm that we have to stop believing is that you need to spend lots of money on ads to actually get any sales or to reach more people. This isn't something that Instagram has come out and said recently, as far as I'm aware, but this is something that lots of people have said and lots of people think, and well, it certainly isn't true. You don't have to spend money on ads to make sales. Just like if you were to open a brick and mortar store, you wouldn't open that and do absolutely no marketing and no engaging with the people in the area, the other local businesses. You wouldn't set up, and you shouldn't set up, an Instagram account brand new and then just expect people to come and find you and to buy from you. Now, more than ever before, you have to be proactive on Instagram. Instagram is only growing in popularity by the day. More people are joining every single hour. So that means that it's becoming a really saturated place. And so to stand out on Instagram, you have to be proactive. You have to make sure that your Instagram account is optimized, it has great content and a really engaging and compelling biography so that it speaks directly to your target audience and it encourages them to hit follow with no two thoughts about it. And then you have to be going out and finding your target audience. You have to be using hashtags to find them. I will link to a post up above my head so that you can check out the video after this one about how to use hashtags to go and find your target audience. And then you have to be engaging with them. You have to be leaving them comments, you have to be engaging with their stories, and you have to be sending them DM. If you don't do that, then you stand no chance of people coming back, finding you and wanting to buy from you. If you do the things I just said and you go out and engage with people, there is no reason why people won't come back and eventually buy from you if you build that know, like, and trust factor with them. So no, you don't need to spend any money on ads, but you do need to spend an investment of your time going and finding and engaging with your target audience. So excuse the scene change, but I had to have a break and make some tea, some chamomile tea, before I continue talking about Instagram algorithm myths. So the next Instagram algorithm myth that you have to stop believing is that Instagram favors business or verified accounts. More specifically, the algorithm favors business or verified accounts. Well, Instagram came out recently and said that this simply isn't true. And anecdotally, I know that this is probably true because I myself have followed a few big Instagram accounts for the last few years, and I know for a fact that they're personal accounts because they've come out and said that, and they have hundreds of thousands, if not millions of followers. It really does come down to how good your brand awareness is, how good you are at building that brand awareness, and how good you are at engaging with your audience. That's what makes the difference between an account that grows rather than whether you are a business account or a verified account. Because on the flip side, I've also seen verified accounts that have really tiny followings, but because they're a well-known individual or brand outside of Instagram and outside of social media, maybe they're a comedian, they are a well-known person and so they're verified. So don't get hung up on whether you're a business account, whether you aren't a verified account. It doesn't make a difference according to Instagram. What does make a difference is that on a business account, you do have access to insights and analytics that you don't have when you are a personal account. If you want to learn more about the important analytics to keep an eye on when you are a business account, check out the video I am linking to above my head right now after this video. But that's the only difference that I would say between a personal and a business account, is that for free, you do get access to some pretty good stats and insights on the business account, which you don't get if you're a personal account. And if you are operating your Instagram account as a business owner or an entrepreneur, those insights are really, really helpful to make sure that your strategy is working, to make sure that you are learning and optimizing and doing everything that you should be to grow and continue to optimize your strategy. So that's the only difference, but I wouldn't get hung up on the type of account you have based on whether the Instagram algorithm is going to favor you or not, because Instagram has said that it doesn't matter either way. So the next Instagram algorithm myth you have to stop believing is that you need to post every single day if you want to stand a chance of growing on Instagram. Now, that simply isn't true. You don't have to post every single day to grow on Instagram, but you do need to be consistent with your posting schedule. So if you decide that you can only manage posting 3 times a week, great. Just make sure you stick to that schedule so that your audience knows when to expect to see and hear from you. And to be honest with you, above and beyond posting consistently, you need to make sure that you are engaging consistently. So don't get hung up on posting every day, but do get hung up and do prioritize engaging every day. Even if it is just 15 minutes a day of setting a timer, going on Instagram and engaging with your target audience, this is what the Instagram algorithm is going to favor over posting every single day. It's that consistent engagement and that consistent relationship building that the Instagram algorithm loves. And again, I'm linking to my recent Instagram algorithm video above my head so that you can learn more about what the Instagram algorithm really loves. And relationships and engagement is really the key thing. So don't get hung up on posting every day, but do get hung up on engaging every day. The next Instagram algorithm myth, and the penultimate one before we wrap up this video, is that the Instagram algorithm has major updates, a couple of major updates every single year, and we're all gripping the edges of our seat waiting for another update like the chronological feed update or change or removal, which happened I think 3 years ago now, and a lot of us are still clinging on to it. But Instagram came out recently in that creator's post on Instagram and said that they don't do huge updates, consistently once or twice a year. At least it's not scheduled like that, because the Instagram algorithm is built on machine learning, which means that the Instagram algorithm is always updating and improving based on the new data that it is getting from the new people joining Instagram, from the new content that's being uploaded every single minute. So those changes are happening all the time behind the scenes, and the big updates that happen, like the chronological feed change, they will probably happen. I think more changes will happen in the future to make sure that Instagram is a really great place to spend time on, and so that Instagram makes sure that you are spending as much time as you could be on there, because at the end of the day, they want people to stick around on the platform. Obviously, that's their goal, but we don't have to worry about any huge changes happening anytime soon, because those little tweaks are happening all the time in the background. And the final Instagram algorithm myth that we have to stop believing, and it's a question that I get all the time, a concern, is that we will be shadow banned by the Instagram algorithm if we use too many of the same hashtags, if we use the same set of hashtags over and over again, if we go in and edit a caption once a post is published and live. There's loads of reasons that people think that they will or have been shadow banned in the past, and Instagram has come out again and again to say that they don't shadow ban. That isn't something that they do. So a quick reminder of what shadow banning is. It is the term for when a social media platform hides your content from reaching other people without you realizing. And people think that they've been shadow banned when a piece of their content doesn't get as much engagement as it should or as it usually does. And people put that down to being shadow banned. Now, we've all been there. I myself have had fluctuations in engagement. I've uploaded content before that I thought was going to do really well and didn't. I've uploaded content that, you know, in theory should get X amount of likes and comments and got half that. I put it down to the fact that there are just fluctuations in the Instagram algorithm. That happens. It's happened in the 4 or 5 years that I've been using Instagram. There are periods of time where this happens, where engagement fluctuates, where I, at the same time, get frustrated with the Instagram algorithm. And I think that is just natural with any social media platform, that there are ups and downs in engagement. That might be down to the time of year. It might be down to the Instagram algorithm having those changes behind the scenes that we're not aware of. It might be the fact that Instagram is clearing out a load of bots and fake Instagram accounts that were pretending to like content or seemingly liking content and engaging with content, and actually it was bots. So there's loads of things happening in the background that we're not always aware of. And, you know, yeah, I don't know for sure that Instagram doesn't shadow ban, but they have said time and again that they don't do that. And so I think the best way to deal with this is just to roll with the punches, to accept that there will be fluctuations in engagement, and just to keep posting and keep engaging anyway, and not get too dispirited with highs and lows in engagement, because it's natural. And all we can do is just keep showing up and engaging with our audience. And, you know, we will get through it, we'll come through the other side, and then engagement will pick back up again. But don't worry about using the same hashtags. Don't worry about editing a caption after a post has gone live. I've never seen any adverse effect for me doing that, and I've done that loads of times. I would say in terms of hashtags, best practice is to mix up your hashtags, purely because if you keep using the same set of hashtags on all your content, you're never learning and testing to see whether those hashtags are performing well for you or not. And the only way to really know that is by mixing up the types of hashtags you're using to see whether one set is helping you reach more people than another. So that's just best practice, but I don't think it's any reason to fret about using the same hashtags. So that is all for today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this Instagram algorithm myth busting session with me and my chamomile tea. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more Instagram marketing videos, I upload a brand new video every single Friday. So I'd love for you to hit the subscribe and bell button to join me next week for a brand new video. If you want to get your hands on more free resources, there's a bunch of links in the description box below, including a link to my free 4-day email challenge, which is great for you if you're new to Instagram or if you've been on the platform for the last few years and you're just feeling a bit stagnant and like you want to get a kick up the butt with your Instagram strategy. I will see you next week for a brand new video, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.